What's up, guys? DZ Fear. I'm probably tearing apart this deck soonish, so I thought I would get a deck profile in, so I don't have to put it all back together. I did an Inzektor deck profile with Shaddolls a little while ago. I think Mass Change Second is a better version of Shaddoll Fusion with this deck. I'll get into that in a little bit. So basically, we just have our 3 Centipede. Those are pretty swell. And then we have our one-ofs. Sorry, we don't, not quite yet. We have the Dragonfly. So these are your main 4 that you're trying to equip stuff to. And then for all the equipped guys, we have 2 Ladybug, 1 Hopper, 1 Hornet, and then 1 Gigamantis. I've thought about bumping it up to 2 Gigamantis just to like ensure that we OTK people, but I don't know. I don't have a second ulti, so won't be doing that. I'm playing 3 Mathematician. I don't think this card is super necessary at 3. Because sometimes you really only need to resolve one of them, but the deck thinning aspect of Mathematician is worthwhile alone. It's kind of like a card trooper in that sense. Playing 1 Dark Arm Dragon, which is okay. I mean, Dark Arm is really good if you draw it like turn 2 or 3, but beyond that, it's, I don't know. Like, a lot of times it's a win more card, but a lot of times you will just win a game because you have Dark Arm, so that's kind of useful. We're also playing 2 Max C because Burning Abyss is really good. This also fuels our Mass Change Second. To draw in with the Max C, we're playing 2 Construction Train Signal Red. I really like this guy, so basically if your opponent attacks a monster or directly, you can special summon this guy from your hand. The attack target changes to him, and then he can't be destroyed by that battle. So if you have like a Centipede, you open like Centipede, Ladybug or whatever, then your opponent tries to attack over the Centipede, special this guy, the Centipede lives, this lives, then your opponent has to have second attack, so you can activate the Centipede next turn, maybe overlay, who knows. I like the card though, I really do. For our spells, we're playing 3 Mythical Space Typhoon, because kind of a staple. We're playing 3 Mass Change Second. You're never going to get 3 of these off, but you really want to draw this all the time, so the reason I was playing Shaddoll Fusion was so that when I popped all of Burning Abyss's cards, like they would keep getting pluses with their Dantes and shit. So like I needed a defense set up for when they started their next turn. So like Winda made it so that they couldn't special summon all their shit. Mass Change Second does a similar thing. It puts out a Dark Law, which is really useful because that means all your Hornet Pops banish stuff, and that's like insane. So like Mass Change Second is kind of hefty. I don't like this card in general outside of Burning Abyss because you have to -2 to bring out a Dark Law. The main thing you're gonna do though is you're gonna like Dragonfly. Like there's a couple combos you can do, but basically you're trying to Dragonfly into Centipede, and then Mass Change Second the Dragonfly so that you can whatever you pop with Centipede is banished. This is especially useful if you have a Gigamantis in hand, because you can go Dragonfly, pop something in the Hornet, Special Centipede, Mass Change Second, the Dragonfly, and then you can equip a Gigamantis to Centipede, and as well as a Hornet, and then pop the Gigamantis, special the Dragonfly from grave, grab 2 searches, and then all your Dragonfly shit. Like that's like 4 Hornet pops that all banish, so I don't know. I think it's good. Basically, like a lot of times, if you open 2, that's not bad. You just discard the second one for the first one. Then we play 2 Sword. It's pretty standard. I don't really like this card very much, but we are playing Upstart Goblin. You really need to see your combo pieces as early as possible. And not that he's like my idol or anything, because I generally not a huge fan. But Patrick Hoban talked about how he plays this game. His ideology is that he plays to win the most games out of 1,000, not every game out of 1,000. And he always said that in articles. I didn't really understand it until he explained it with Upstart Goblin. So Upstart Goblin only increases if I was playing 3 copies, which I'm not. So this is going to be a little bit lower percentage. But Upstart Goblin increases your chances of seeing a 3 of in your deck by 3% if you play 3 copies. On a game-by-game basis, that's not a huge amount. But out of 1,000 games, that's 30 games that you're seeing a 3 of that you normally wouldn't without the Upstart Goblin. That kind of changed my mind about Upstart, so we're playing 2. I think this is one of the few decks that really needs it. And then we're playing a lot of one-ofs, so we're playing the Night Beam, which I think is pretty good. I've considered bumping it to 2, but whatever. With BA going trapless and Clifford's not really having any back row, Night Beam is kind of scary to play at multiple copies. Playing 1 double summon, I like this card because you can, like, obviously Centipede Hornet, and then add Dragonfly, double summon, and Dragonfly. That's really good. But also, if your shit gets hit by Fire Lake, you can just double summon and recover. I don't know, I really like this card as a 1-of. Obviously, you never want to draw 2, so we're not going to play 2. Playing Book, because Book's like one of the most versatile cards in the game right now, and there's no reason not to play it. Playing a Regeki. Regeki's really good with Dark Law, everyone kind of knows that. Playing Foolish, because you have to Soul Charge, which is ridiculous in this deck, because you can do, like, stupid combos, Dragonfly and Centipede, and then Overlay, get rid of them, and then Soul Charge them back. Like, that's just retarded. Then Snatch Steal, which is, like, arguably one of the best cards right now. And then for our traps, playing 3 Call the Haunted. There's, like, lots of combos you can do with this. As well, it's just good to bring back your shit. Playing a Warning, playing a Compulse, playing 1 Breakthrough Skill. I don't know how I feel about Breakthrough Skill. It's really good against the Tellers. The Tellers really shit on this deck, especially now that Diamond exists. Like, fuck Diamond, man. But Breakthrough Skill is kind of like really the nail in Satellar Knight's coffin. It's just really powerful. For our extra deck, once I grab it, playing Alucard, Giga Brilliant, Nightmare Shark, which is pretty important, Leviair, which is good for combos, obviously with Dark Arm, but also if your opponent, like, Farfuzz something, you can Leviair it back. That's kind of neat. Mech Equipped, which is probably the best rank 3 right now, at least in this deck. Fortune Tune, Acid Golem, Leviair. I'd probably play Dante. I don't know if I'd play Dante over the Leviair, because Leviair is good at getting rid of Dark Law. Probably drop the Fortune Tune for a Dante if I... Like, no one in my fucking locals has Dantes. There's, like, 6 people that play Burning Abyss, and none of them have extra Dantes, so... Can't get those. Playing 1 Castel as our only rank 4. It's obviously the best rank 4 right now, so gotta play it. Shark Fortress is really important for the OTKs. Adrius is good at popping Scales, something that Volcasaurus cannot do, and then we're playing the Gaia Charger, because Volcasaurus plus Gaia Charger is ridiculous. Shark Fortress plus Gaia Charger is stupid too. And then we're playing 2 Dark Law. Like I said, you're never gonna activate the 3rd Mass Change 2nd, so like I don't want to waste a spot for a Dark Law, for a 3rd Dark Law when I'm definitely never going to summon it ever. Like, I can't even imagine a situation where, because each time you're using 3 cards to summon a Dark Law, like, you'd have to, that's a 9, it's like 9 cards. It's never going to happen, ever. Don't get smartest in the comments either. Play 1 Thunder King, I like it as a 1-of. You can only play 1, that was stupid, but I like Thunder King. 2 Flying Sea to fuck shit up. Flying Sea is really good right now. Especially for beating Satellar Knights. Playing those 3 freaky Twisters, because, like, Twister is a card that for a while I was like, why would you play this over Spell Shattering Arrow or Fairy Wind or whatever? The reason is speed. So, like, if you normal summon a Dragonfly and they skill drain, you'd want to have that Twister. Like, obviously MST is better than everything, but, like, Spell Shattering Arrow isn't going to get rid of the skill drain or emptiness or whatever. Fairy Wind's only going to do that if you have it set for a turn. So Twister is just fast. I like speed. Playing 1 Night Beam. I thought I was playing a 2nd Night Beam. Oh, we are. Okay, so we're playing 2 Night Beams versus for, like, Satellar Knights, because fuck their back row. And then we're playing 3D Fusion, because I'm really terrified of Dark Law. Like, I don't think heroes are a great deck. If you didn't get that information from my hero deck profile. But I don't think heroes are spectacular. Dark Law is just really scary. Because, like, it banishes everything, so you can't even, like, Hornet. Like, usually that stuff gets around D-Fissure, but not macro. I'm playing 2 Royal Command, because Shaddolls are kind of annoying, and then 2 Light Mirror for Satellar Knights. So, that was that deck profile. The next deck profile is way overdue, but hopefully you guys will enjoy it. I will see you later. Bye.